Then we move on to Simulation von Kommunikation. This is basically the final part of the speaking exercise, produktives Sprechen. Here no tips, no clues, just whatever they have learned so far will be practiced, and the book goes on to give Rollenspiel as the typical exercise for that. Rollenspiel is basically, it could be a play, it could be dialogue arbeit, it could be a discussion, anything, but you don't give them any tips, no discourse metal, nothing. And this slide basically lists out the advantages or the important aspects of Rollenspiel which in the exam perspective. So a typical standard question will always be, what are the wichtigen Merkmale or Vorteile of Rollenspiel? So Rollenspiel gives you the opportunity to disconnect yourself from reality or to connect yourself from reality, and then simulate a situation as to how you will handle yourself in a real situation or in a non-real situation. Of course, they need some preparation. It allows room for improvisation. So since it begins with, associates with creativity of the person is supposed to do some improvs. It helps the students to learn about their own strengths, weakness, and about themselves. So that is very important in developing the personality of the person. And it requires Spielregel. There will be rules and regulations which are needed for executing a Rollenspiel. It helps to build Argumentationsfähigkeit. It helps to build argumentation capability for the students, and it lets the students speak without any fear. So if it's just a free discussion, not a theater play, then you don't need to be afraid. You just are communicating your own opinion and nobody's there to judge, so you can lead that out. So these are all the Merkmale des Rollenspiels. And when you want to execute Rollenspiel, then there are a few tips which are being given. Make sure that the language level of the students are in control. You don't give them some Rollenspiel where they have to speak like a fluent German. That's out. Select the topic based on the interest of the students or something which actually activates or makes the student curious. Give them the goal of the Rollenspiel, saying that how is it associated with your language class. You can either make the students to make their own Rollenkarte, or you can give them your own Rollenkarte, not at all a problem either ways, but they will be having something to do if you ask them to prepare their own roles. And let's say if your classroom is too big, then there will be a lot of Beobachters, observers. So don't make them idle. Then in that case, give them a task to say, hey, observe the sentence structure, find out the grammatic, and make a note of all the mistakes which those kids who are playing it out are doing. Plan the time properly. Speaking is more important, so make sure that the kids speak rather than most of them getting away with Gestik and Mimik. So make sure that the students who are doing the Rollenspiel talk a lot. And of course, always give an evaluation at the end of the Rollenspiel session. These are basically necessary tips for teachers, I would say, and so far they haven't really tapped this aspect in the exam.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.